Here we go, comic fans. It's that time of the month. You got my February shipment from MyComicShop.com. Pre-orders, back issues, nothing but good comic book fun. Let's dive in. Now let's get down to business, people. So first up, we got Uncanny X-Men 22. So Shadows of Tomorrow's picking up all the X titles after the Age of Revelation wrapped up. So the epilogue of that, and then we're just rolling on. And then we got TMNT 14. I still don't like that new IDW logo. It's weird. But whatever. I'm not going to dwell on it. And Supergirl 9, of course, all in, baby. And then we got a couple. I think there's actually one more of these I want. One of the other covers. But Avengers 34, Legacy 800, plus a new anniversary story by Marvel Legends, Brian Michael Bendis, and Mark Bagley. Met both of them. But yeah, dope covers. Just all the big roster shot. And then this one kind of, I don't know what you call it, but it's just a cool look. And more Supergirl, a cover there, still rolling. Oh, Campbell doing it big. And then we got the ASM annual #1. I think they still need to come up with either just call them by the years instead of just the one, because everything is a one. Every annual is a one. So yeah. And then there was another Batman vs. Deadpool cover that I wanted. Not the biggest Derek Chu fan, but it's Psylocke and Katana, two characters I'm fond of. So, yeah. And we're not done with Supergirl because we have DC Supergirl Next Door. These are just two Valentine's issues, square bound books, and just kind of romance in the DC. I don't know if it's all Supergirl or with some other DC characters' stories as well. But yeah, Amy Reeder and Alexander Lozano doing the variant or covers for both of those. So I'll grab both. And we got more DCKO tie-ins. Back to the Spark. We got Flash 29. And then the new Iron Man 1. This is the Pablo Villalobos cover there. You saw in my other video, I picked up the... Who did that cover? It was a Madame Mask cover. I can't remember who did the cover art offhand now. But Justice League Unlimited, #15. The Terrific 10, Part 4. Miles continuing, of course, at this variant number 42, Torrin Clark. Then we have Superman 34, another DCKO tie-in. Might be the last issue of Superman that I pick up because I do believe they're going to start focusing on Superboy with 35 or 36. I know it's in the issue coming up, so I have to be on the lookout for that to make sure. And continuing with Wonder Woman 29. Another one of the David Aja variants there. He's done a couple for, was it Superman? Yeah, Superman, or was it Action Comics? No, Superman, Wonder Woman, and then the Batman title. So, got to cover those. And then there's X-Men 24, epilogue there. And then we got Psylocke kicking off, new title, Psylocke Ninja. This should be a 5-issue series. So, In-Hyuk Lee, Pablo Villalobos again, and Argerm. So this is really just kind of as Bessie transition is going to have interactions with the Hand and Elektra. So yeah, I do believe In-Hyuk Lee is doing covers for each issue with Psylocke and Elektra. So be on the lookout for those. And then we have ASM 20, the Gabriel Delgado cover, because he just does Spider-Man well. So yeah, shout out to him. Batman vs. Superman, or Batman Superman World's Finest 47 Composite Clash Fusion vs. Merger. Oh my. And then there's the B cover, I believe, World's Finest. And of course, we got Captain America Doom Shadow Part 1. Armageddon the Symbols in 5 months. So it's going to be this short storyline with tying into Wolverine and his Weapons of Armageddon series that's coming up. So yeah, so you want some Wolverine and Cap action, be on the lookout for that. Fantastic Four 7 A cover, and the not Michael Cho, Leonardo Romero, because he just always does these cool, him and Michael Cho do these stylish, like these throwback kind of retro style looks as far as their retro style designs, as far as their style, and they just look cool. So yeah. And then there's 35 Avengers with one of my favorite Iron Man armors. Pretty sure that's the Bleeding Edge, the nanotech armor there. And look at Daredevil and Blade. Two very out of place characters as Avengers, but so be it. Then we got Wolverine 15 versus Alpha Flight. X-Men 23, where monsters dwell. And then Storm, another series kicking off. We have Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutants. So this is the A cover, and then who did this one actually? Now I forgot who did both. Let's see. I can't even remember now, but dope. Can't even recognize the tag. So we'll take a look at that later. ASM with David Nakayama's, or ASM 21, David Nakayama's color block variant. So he's doing all these color blocks variants for, like, I don't even know, maybe 4 to 8 titles with different colors. So red, I might have the other one in here. Actually, no, that's not. That's going to be a different one. But yeah, one of my favorite ones is a Venom one because it has Carnage on it. So yeah. And we have Batgirl 15 or 16 actually. Just cool ass cover. Like, how can you not dig that? Seriously. Just as a piece of art, that's just sharp as hell, very eye catching. And we got Batman 6. Look at that. Battle Ravage Batman a little bit. Nova Centurion, number 4. Richard Rider, Nova Prime, taking back the cosmos, being a poor hero in space. So it's just interesting. Look at Richard Rider and just the world mind, or Xandarian world mind. So if you like Richard Rider, one of my favorite aspects of Marvel Cosmic, even though I don't dig too deep into everything, but Richard Rider's Nova Prime, I've been digging. And then we have Spawn 372. And we gonna have an influx of back issues, a few Iron Man, of course, as I'm working on this series. Iron Man 166 there. Just nice, pretty clean, except for a couple corners at the 2 top corners, but still overall a pretty sharp copy. And then we got one of the ASM back issue variants I wanted. Just cool ass piece of art there that I missed for some reason, so had to fix that. And then here's another Iron Man 165 Meltdown. Just cool design there. And we have a variant by Joel Jones, Exceptional X-Men number 1. For some reason I just missed that one too. So, and I've been a big fan of Joel Jones for years. And then this one from a series I wasn't actually picking up, but I just wanted it for the Supergirl art. Superman Lost, number 8. Steven Segovia and Elmer Santos on the cover there. ASM 23 variant from a couple years ago. Chris Bachalo. So, what do you mean? Enough said there. Iron Man Annual number 9. Silver Centurion armor here. He's back from Oblivion. Centurion. Savior or Assassin. Caller Stratosphere. And then Iron Man 137. Inferno. And then I also have another string of variants that I wanted. All these giant size X-Men number 1s from last year. Boom. Boom. Of course, that one. You know what that is. I think that's Ivan Talavera on that one. And yet another. And one more. We're not done yet. That's right. Boom. Just giant size X-Men extravaganza 1 and 2. So just dope cover art. Like, you know what? I'm going to take them all. Cover art collector. Let's do it. And my boy Carnage, David Nakayama. I don't know how I missed this one before, so I had to correct that one, of course, because it's Carnage. Not passing that up. And then we have 2 more Amazing Spider-Man variants here. Just dope covers. From ASM 6 from the last run. This is, was it the last run? It was Legacy 900. This is this run. Now I got them all mixed up. But, and last up, of course, we finish off with a back issue. Iron Man 144. This one actually was just a bit of a gamble just because I think it was cheap. But I'm going to have to get another copy because it is a newsstand edition and they were already well into direct editions at this time. So, yes, something again, like I say, sometimes it is a bit of a gamble with some issues on there because they don't always distinguish between direct edition and newsstand. I wish they would go full site wide with that just to eliminate that. But yes, lots of cool stuff, new books, tons of back issues. Continue working on my Iron Man run and just doing some other cover grabs for Giant Size X-Men and ASM, of course. Just a lot of cool variants there. So, and shout out to my boy Carnage, because that's how we get down. Symbiote, serial killers. But yes, nothing but cool comics all around. But yeah, that's that. Now let's wrap it up. And there we have it, people. Everything unboxed and gone through. So, as I said, nothing too wild for as far as back issues. Just a few select targeted areas that I wanted for some Iron Man issues, and then some of those Giant Size X-Men variants, as well as a couple ASM variants that I missed. Just like I said, just a couple of them. So, and others, a couple of ones sprinkled in there. But yeah, just cool, dope stuff. A lot of new ongoing books right now, digging, and yeah, just a lot of cool stuff in comics, as always. Kind of just always want to put that out there just to celebrate the dubs, celebrate the cool stuff in comics. Everything's going to be winter, but it doesn't always have to be the negative, which is going to be the subject for a whole other video. But for this one, that's that. MyComicShop.com, February shipment. Show your thoughts in the comments below. What you've been reading, what you've been hunting, what you're picking up, what you're interested in. A lot of new stuff dropped for 2026 so far. Early in this year, lots of new series, mainstream, indie stuff. So lots of cool stuff to be interested in and be excited about in the world of comics. So yeah, share your thoughts in the comments below. That's that. I'm Gino, the Genotalkscomics. Thanks for watching and peace out.